Before the start of the video, I do want to warn about spoilers for the main quest of Starfield, so if you haven't completed the game yet, or if you care about spoilers, click out now. And with that, one of the things that Starfield has done with its main quest, and that I absolutely love, is its inclusion of the multiverse. And I really just love the idea of the multiverse in stories, because it questions things like self-worth, your place in the galaxy, your morals, free will, your identity, and the purpose of life. When looking at the infinite possibilities that is the multiverse. Starfield, halfway through its main quest, starts to focus on the multiverse with its concept of the Unity, which in short is a hub/center point that lets you become Starborn and access other universes, but at the cost of everything. But on the plus side of becoming Starborn, you will get good powers like slow time, grav wave, grav dash, life drain, and others like it. You will also get a cool suit and cool ship. But like I stated earlier, the negatives are that you literally lose everything. And on the talk of Starborn, the two main antagonists for the main quest of Starfield are the Hunter and the Emissary. And what makes these characters so interesting is we get to see that they both don't care about anything anymore other than obtaining the Unity. Even if it's at the cost of killing or letting different versions of their friends, acquaintances, or even themselves die. And when it comes to their lack of care for life or anything past the Unity, it makes you wonder how many universes that they have seen different versions of their friends, acquaintances, enemies, and even other versions of themselves die in order for them to only care about controlling the Unity. How far into going through new universes did they have to go to get to the point where they are now? I really think that the Starborn antagonists do a really good job in showing what could happen to people that have to repeat a certain event hundreds to even thousands of times. You stop seeing people you once called friends as people. You stop caring about the consequences of your actions because you'll either be in the next universe soon or dead. And you start treating life around you as a game to be played rather than giving it the importance and care a normal person would. I personally think even us, the player character, would start to feel this way. On your first playthrough, most people probably did every faction, got to know their crew, did side quests, surveyed planets, built ships, got homes, and got cool new gear. But you have to throw it all away with the New Game Plus cycle that has been implemented. And for me at least, as someone who is on New Game Plus 4, I don't care about anything anymore but getting access to the Unity and the power from the temples. Constellation is just a means to an end rather than a group of friends or people I want to honestly help in their journey. And in one of the New Game Plus alternate realities, a version of you kills all of Constellation before trying to kill you. So I can't say for every player character, but at least a version of our player character stopped caring and just decided to kill all of Constellation for the lulz, and then tries to kill you. Being Starborn and gaining access to an infinite playground of possibilities may seem cool at first, but the caveat is that it starts to sand you down as a person, because it erases any real self-worth and morals you may have had, since the Unity removes all consequence. So there is no real reason to do the right thing, since actions past getting the artifacts are meaningless, and anything you did would all just disappear in the next universe anyways. Also, being Starborn strips you of your place in the galaxy every time you go into a new universe, because you aren't even the only you in it. You can possibly run into different versions of you. And if I ran into a different version of myself in real life, I may start having an identity crisis, since being me wouldn't be really unique anymore. Lastly, being Starborn would strip you of your free will and purpose of life, because the only thing of consequence you can do anymore is getting back to the Unity to just go and get the Unity again. Being Starborn is basically being stuck in a perpetual chase game, where you have to get the artifacts, go to the buried temple, get the rest of the artifacts, killing the other Starborn, and then completing the Armory, just so you can do it all over again. There's no end to it. It's a hamster wheel. The only real way to regain the things you lost when you became Starborn is to stop chasing the Unity. But in doing so, you lose out on the infinite possibility that is the multiverse, the power that comes with being Starborn, and potentially immortality, since you don't really age when you're collecting the artifacts, since the hunter is old enough to have lived on Earth before its collapse, and the emissary hasn't looked to age at all. Which is why few Starborn will ever stop hunting for the Unity, but the few that have seem happier than the Starborn that chase it, or at least more at peace since action has consequence and relationships matter again. But I will be honest with you guys, if I was given the option to be Starborn in real life and given an opportunity to see infinite possibilities, I would take it in a heartbeat just because that's the type of person I am. I'm just kind of a greedy guy, and I already know, I'm like, yeah, I would take that 100%. Even if it's a stupid deal. Even if you lose yourself doing it, it would just, in my eyes, be so interesting to see. So my questions for you guys is, would you take up becoming a Starborn if given the opportunity to in real life? And overall, do you like the way Bethesda handled the multiverse in Starfield? And I know the main story isn't perfect. I think the beginning is especially weak, but I'd like to know your thoughts and opinions on Bethesda's take on the Unity, Starborn, and the multiverse, and any of the things just like that, for example. Thank you for watching the video, and
I'm sorry, sir. It's time for you to leave.